Smacking, cracking, and watching. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe.
Netflix has done it again. They just dropped a great movie November 17th. Netflix done it again with another great movie, Mudbound. Just dropped today, November 17th. Y'all need to really watch it. Sit down with your family, enjoy the night. That's what we did tonight. We Netflix and chilled it up at the house. Wasaki from Chicago Code. Mike from Better Call Saul. Mary J. Blige from every R&B hit. I mean, the queen of R&B, so it must have been crazy to think that you love me. Come on now. Better have that latest Mary J. album.
And Turk Barrett from all the Marvel shows, all of them. And Ronzel played Eazy-E in the NWA movie.
Check this out. Great movie. In the very beginning, they're digging a grave, find slave remains underground, and we can't put our father in this grave. Like, we don't have a choice. You hate someone so much, that very group that you hate so much, guess what? Now you're going to spend eternal rest with them. This man was so foul. I felt so, my heart cringed for, what's his name? Hap. You know why? He's like the first generation freed person. We're like the fifth in our household. Here's the thing. Mudbound is a story about family. It's about family during the time of war, dealing with racism. They're all in the mud, in the trenches, trying to find some sort of solid ground. Right before the Great Migration. This is not your typical have and have not story. It's about dreamers. They're fearful and they're respectful. It's a tale of two families, one white, one black. Historical, it's the truth. Down in the Delta, Mississippi. Talk about Pappy. Pappy just gets under your skin. He kind of reminded me of the dad from The Color Purple. Just hateful, mad at everything, wants everything to be his way. Mister's dad on Color Purple. This family needs some stability. No, it's what this family needed, some stability. Never happy guy. All he has is his past and his war stories, just bragging. He's a proud liar that belittles everyone around him. He's a straight up jerk. The way he talks to people is like he just wants to make himself seem better. My thing with Pappy is you can't tempt someone that you've weakened someone for years. You kept telling them, don't do this, or you're not this, you're not this, you're not this. So at one point, you know they're going to break in. They're going to prove to you, hey, I can do it. Hey, I am strong. Hey, I'm this, I'm that. So you can't tempt someone you have weakened for years. Hap Jackson is a family man that's happy to provide for his folks. Struggle and all, he's happy. Time was always interrupted by the McCallan family. Move my furniture, heal my kids. Henry's bad off too. He's not in a good position. He's no better than Hap, but he's used as Hap. They all have big house dreams, but the truth is they have slave quarter realities. Broke his leg, he had to depend on his wife, and he can read. Good character. Good, strong character. Now Henry, he's a husband, a son, and a big brother to Jamie. Gullible. He said rent the mule, not loan the mule. That was kind of foul because he's trying to get rich and get $1 off of something that he owes this man. And he told him, get in my truck right next to his racist daddy. That was foul too. Trying to be hard like his dad. So Jamie and Ronzel. So Hap and the dad, the only likeness with Hap and the dad, Pappy, is that they both had military sons who came back home and they had to adjust back to life in the Delta versus being out in the field. Airman and a tank commander, a sergeant, you had decorated people, and now they came back home and came back to backfire just like that car did in the middle of town. And PTSD, trying to adjust with medicine, aka a bottle. They both lived through bullets and war zone activity, almost lose their life at home. Ronzel would write letters back home. It was like radio life. It was his family's entertainment. It was like a movie. Florence was one of my favorite characters, Mary J. Blige, because she was strong. She turned her back on her son. It wasn't her turning her back on her son like I thought she initially did. It was that she didn't want to see him leave because she didn't want him to come back home early either, because if he came back home early, that means he was dead. So some of my favorite scenes, filling the grave with rain, go through the front door, go through the back of the bus. The unfortunate reality of being back in the Delta. It was a very good quote in the film. There's no point in fighting when they're going to win. Urine helmets. That was hilarious. Two pregnant women in the scene, and one said that they were going to kill Carl, and she did it. The dirt. It was too wet for the cotton to grow. It was bloody. It was muddy. Kids were playing in it. Somebody took a spoon and they were eating the mud. Mudbound. We really ate a Mississippi mud pie. Denzel and the Klansman and his head in the noose. That was horrible. They cut his tongue out. They gave him 3 choices: balls, tongue, or eye. And the Pappy getting smothered with the pillow. Husband's off camera. He just wanted y'all to know that, yes, Ronzel went back to Germany. The money Jamie handed Mary J. Blige, that money is what led him back to Germany to be with his child. It's a very good movie. There's another Mississippi movie you should check out if you really like this movie. Check out Mississippi Damn. It's another good movie. Tina Mabry made a very great film, Mississippi Damn.
What really did it for me was Henry coming to the wagon, demanding that man get off and help him put it, as if he owes you that. Your father is the reason why his son is deformed at this point, disabled. You cut his tongue out. The Klansman came all because of who he loved, who he had a child with. That's just wrong. I just wanted him to say no for once. Just say no, and he didn't. Stand up guy Hap was. And I wanted that man to file workers' comp out the tail on them McAllens. I'm just saying, they owe him. Now, Laura McAllen, last but not least, I thought she had an outstanding role as the wife in this film. First of all, she set her foot down. She slammed it down, actually. She gave the husband an ultimatum. She gave him a choice, as far as Pappy. She knows Pappy was crap. She knows she did not want to deal with that, and if she allowed him to come into the home, it was going to be chaos, it was going to be ruined, and there was going to be no structure. There would be no foundation for those kids to be raised right. They'd be screwed up just like Jamie and Henry. You know what else I liked about her? She lied, but it needed to be done. You can't possibly blame her for the death or that lady going to jail. You can't, because it's not on her. Jamie and Ronzel, I thought those characters were so interesting, and the dynamic between the two were outstanding, man, for real, because you see these two different worlds, just black and white, different parts in the military, that the branches that they were in. Everything takes time. I mean, look at their friendship, their bond. It went from riding in the back of the truck. It actually went from let me help you up, ride in the back of my pickup truck, sit in the front, bond with me, to even them putting that racial tension, that racial divide, them making fun of it, picking at it amongst themselves with, when he almost ran him over. But if you wouldn't find humor in it, or maybe you didn't get it, if you never almost been mowed down by someone, I have, so I can kind of giggle at it. So anyway, here's the thing. Great film. Shouts out to Mississippi. Shouts out to all the fans, smacking, cracking, and watching, who saw this film, that are fans of this film, that are fan of good television. Shouts out to y'all. Y'all the real MVPs. Until the next time, you know what I say. Peace. If I had to rate this one, I'd give it a 9.0. It's a solid one. Like I said, check out the other Mississippi film that I mentioned, Mississippi Damn. It's off the chain too. All right, y'all. Until the next time. Peace.